BetBoom versus Falcons here. Game number 1 in the arena. Raleigh, let me hear you. How are you feeling today? There was some all chat actually in the lobby. You know, they were saying, Miro, please go easy in lane. He said no mercy, but maybe finally we'll see a rotation from Quinn as well as GPK here to the top side. Now you do have Ravage. There's the roar. They want to get this off. Dead shot off the mark actually, and there it is. First blood into the Tidehunter as Katomi taking a ton of damage here from the Ember Spirit, but Pure, he's in deep on the backside, comes through that Twin Gate, looking to help set up for a follow-up. Snaking very low, one more auto attack should do it, and the boys will find the kill instead. So 2 dead on Falcons and a tier 1 tower now being threatened as well. So far they're doing it right. The Ember not having a great game from mid. That was kind of expected into this matchup. They're gonna bring, I think, Crystal Maiden. Yeah, so they actually recall Crystal Maiden as well. They really want Quinn here in the mid lane. They're gonna force it. He gets the Remnant, but he's gonna go way too close. The roar comes out, and BetBoom once again find their target. Beautiful map movements from them.
A really nice play to bait out the Sleight of Fist with the Sniper ult.
But and then bottom lane, they are starting to bring some heroes. Typically, you would see in a Tidehunter lane, right? You can a lot of times feel pretty confident in sieging down the tower, and he got it fairly low, but those couple of fights, less so. Bottom lane, Ice Blast into the chains. They got themselves the kill onto Pure, forcing that ult earlier. It pays off big. So the Wraith King will be the first casualty here for BetBoom.
I think you have to prioritize him. I think it's really just Ice Blast. As soon as you take it out, you're gonna lose so much damage.
Quinn digging a water rune in the river, gets caught from the root from the Crystal Maiden, but the refresh from Coddle locks them down forever. I have a lot more faith in this Tricore of BetBoom than I do in the side of Falcons, and I mean, it's already paying off right now. Bottom lane, Pure, gonna get caught though. A roar countered in from Miro, but there's the Ravage from Amar. Alchemist is so low, he's just dead. The BKB does not protect him. Can they find another?
Rest
it does
to maintain map efficiency.
Yeah, they're just playing so quick, and this is just what we see with Save. He just pops one recall, is gonna pop another. Actually gets canceled by the chains there, but they're gonna look here for the Crystal Maiden. Dead in the water, out into the Ice Blast. They need a little bit more damage in from the Ember Spirit to finish this one off, but gotta be careful. BetBoom starting to close in. All right, Crystal Maiden's dead. Wraithfire Blast on the mark. Quinn low, but will be able to get away this time.
You see the Keeper, and it's such a fast game, especially you look at the other heroes. You know, you have the Ember, the Alchemist. I mean, this is part of the issue. You know, you get 2 bulky heroes. Oh. No, should you feed that gold?
I don't know. I feel like Skitter is going to be happy for those critters to die here in a moment, but in comes Amar. The rest of the team from BetBoom going to try and back him up here as the heals coming through from Safe. Quinn, he's got his eyes on the Sniper. That's a much bigger target. Do they have the Ravage and Ice Blast? They do, but you've lost Quinn. It's all on Skitter now. He takes down GPK. A 1-for-1 trade. The mid laners go down. I think it's hard to tell who actually comes out ahead in these fights. You don't really need to play the game on like the way Falcons wants it played. You can kind of just do your own thing. As they're smoked up right now, a regen in the river. Save on the front line. That would be an amazing find if they can get it. The ward sentries get dropped immediately. Pure's onto the backside here. Stuns up crit. Amar in some trouble, but we'll back away. For now, they take down the big one, the Ancient Apparition. That is no Ice Blast available as Muerta goes down as well. Alchemist has to pop the BKB and run. Amar's got no Ravage. In comes the Sniper as well. The Reincarnation will bring the Wraith King right back, full health, looking for another kill. They've done it. 3 dead on the side of Falcons. There's the first root. Quinn cannot handle the cold that is Katomi.
That's textbook fight. You find the Ancient Apparition. There's a little bit of good luck there that your ward immediately spots him, but as soon as they identify it, I mean, he could just be recalled in as well. So Falcons, if they don't have a bunch of wards on the map, it's very difficult to know where they can actually play.
Yeah, really nice morale here from Miro. Will get the Axe refresh, and with the Illuminate, should be enough damage to finish the job. They do. So crit. Sideline for 45, dead in the water to try and do something, but Pure is found Snake King once again, trying to get away from the boys. Amar, not even tanky, it seems, against this Sniper. Oh my goodness, it is a disaster from Falcons. Falling on 3 more heroes, 5 to 15.
I mean, Falcons, they know they don't want to take a direct fight, so they're trying to split out the maps. That's what Crit was doing, and that's why the smoke was so successful. They find the support kill, Falcon still tries to take something out of that, but I love the focus on BetBoom from as soon as you see Ancient Apparition, someone get to him. I thought it was going to be Beastmaster with the Roar, but if you've already used that, now you've got the Blink Stun on Pure, the Wraith King, and Assassinate Assist from miles away.
Yeah, I mean, the Tidehunter pops the Kraken Shell active to reduce the damage, but there's so much magic damage coming out from Miro, as well as GPK. He's got a Mjolnir, right? So it just completely ignores this hero. And there's really no Kraken spell stacks, right? They have 5 kills. He hasn't built up any extra block on this at all.
Yeah, this... I feel like we keep seeing this happen with Alchemist.
Dude, okay,
Never has as good of a start as it used to.
I didn't want to lay too hard into the Alchemist pick, but this hero went 0-10 in the last event, so I am not very confident. So I was hoping maybe we would see something different here, but it feels exactly the same.
I mean, of course, it's not just the Alch.
Self-stun from the Alch, they just jump him instead! Goodbye, Skitter. Quinn in trouble. Very nice, says Pure. Oh man, that is about as bad as it could get.
It's going to be 2 barracks. The bottom is protected by the tier 2.
Do you back? Do you care to back?
That's true. I mean, even if you think he has buyback, he used his ultimate, right? So it's not that scary.
Okay, you get the reincarnation. Maybe you do actually back now. This was like the one thing that allows you to kind of sit on the high ground. We haven't seen him do that.
It's also difficult because Ice Blast, the reason it's been so good is that it helps kill a certain target so quickly.
There it is, the Ravage into the Fear. The Ice Blast connects. GPK will pop the BKB, but Pure just gonna turn right around here. Try and force back the heroes. There's the Roar. It's found the Alchemist. He needs help and fast, but he will not get it. GPK snipes him down, looking for more as Crit forced back to the base. I mean, that was your best shot.
The Fountain calls.
Yeah, the Fountain does call all the Dota players. Snake King just burning to Pure here as Crit will be forced to pop the Pierce the Veil, and there it is at GG. A little bit of a whimper here from Falcons, but an incredible clean game from BetBoom as they'll start the day off with a 1-0 advantage.
I know we highlighted our doubts on Alchemist, but it's also the rest of the team playing well, right? The sniper matchup into Ember, you were hoping Ember would be able to make plays, make space for your Alchemist to farm up, to hit those timings, but he had a rough time into that sniper counter pick. The beginning was good, but he hit his 6 at an okay time, couldn't really get any runes, couldn't find any rotations.
I'm guessing on the Beast, and then they'll put it safe lane or mid lane depending on where the Kunkka's gonna be.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, who's going to lane versus that?
Who's going to lane versus? That's a great question.
I think you have to put Beast, right? And just kind of
try to get it with the axes.
That's a good attempt. I mean, this is exactly the type of stuff that you can, you know, do to try and salvage this matchup. But bottom lane, Amar falling very low. Blood Grenade is out. Even the laser committed as well. They are so close with a dagger. He has just accepted fate. Pure will grab first blood here on the Phantom Assassin.
I'm excited to see Shadow Demon again. He did get a series of nerfs in 7.38. It's just like across the board, you know, like 1 second off of his ultimate, his shard, damage on the early Shadow Poisons don't do as much. But it is, on paper, such a good Shadow Demon game.
Yeah, and that's something they highlighted, right? Like the ultimate against both of these supports is incredibly strong, and Katomi does have a huge wand charge there, so we'll be able to regen quite a bit. There's 4 poison stacks. There's number 5, baby. Crit will pop that Tinker. PA, sometimes you skip the Orb of Corrosion if you're not in a great lane, if you can't really fight the enemy offlaner. You just rush your Battle Fury, but clearly against Amar's Bristleback, they're feeling way better about actually being able to kill him in this lane stage. So picking up those early items makes a huge difference, and now we're going to see a big wraparound topside Pure in through the Twin Gate. There's the Fear out from the Ringmaster, and Skitter on the run. The X, the pullback though, you are not escaping. Another big kill here for BetBoom as they're going to try and TP in on Snake King. He arrows, he misses the catapult into a perfectly placed torrent from Miro, and they will get another kill. Yeah, that is a reasonable tip from Miro on that one.
He was willing to die there if you can at least kill the catapult.
I mean, we're starting to see this Phantom Assassin become a serious issue, but it's the Tinker as well, right? Like the Holy Locket doing so much healing already. Bottom lane, Amar will get found here by this ward. X into the torrent. In comes GPK, the rest of the team as well. There's the Blade Mail. Will return a lot of the arrow actually catching the Huskar, but there's just not enough damage, just walking it off. And now, well, Snake King doesn't even get to finish the TP. 2 more kills for the side of BetBoom. And now Tormentor, easy pickings here for them.
I'm having some deja vu there. I think that's the 5th time that's happened. I don't think you need to engage if you can just avoid this Aegis timing. You're farming up. You're happy with your Phantom Assassin getting space.
All right, this is a big ult in from the Mirana. There's the roar out from Quinn. He's going to try and find the kill here. The arrow connects. Do they have the damage to finish the job? GPK is down. Now looking for Katomi. There's the blink, the Dragon Tail, a nice Wheel of Wonder and escape back to bail him out. But Amar ready to close the gap onto the backside, and there they do. Chasing for more, 2 dead, but that will do it for now. The arrow, not gonna connect, but a good find here from the side of Falcons.
Great roar, finally finding something for themselves. Maybe even gonna be able to convert it to more.
He's in pretty deep, but they've got the purge from Crit and Miro. Not tanky enough, another kill. Falcons turning it up with this Aegis, feeling the power of this Tricore.
Instantly 4,000 gold gained for Falcons there. I thought they were about to start slowly falling behind, but these towers fall so quickly. You've got the Corrosive Dragon giving some negative armor.
Whoop. Save with the whoopee cushion, trying to make some distance, but he's got Crit right behind him. There's the Demonic Purge. No escape back for you and Amar. A very easy kill for the Bristleback.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I like that he's going for an early shard as well. Like playing around the double goo stack is very strong. Mid lane, Quinn. He's got the Aegis, he's got his supports behind him. They've got the Warp Flare to try and root him in place. Arrow's gonna be dodged from Pure. So they will get the first life out of this Aegis. We'll see if they can actually bring him down a second time. There's the Wheel of Wonder. Crit has the save, surely. No, he gets taunted on the backside. There's no save, and now looking for more. The blink out will be able to get Crit for the moment, but Amar in some trouble. A second fear, and just like that, a Warp Flare pulls him back in. 2 deaths, and now potentially more as GPK claims another.
Yeah, that tip to save is very well deserved. That is such a good Wheel of Wonder placement. I think a lot of players would just drop it a little bit in front of where that Aegis spawn is,
but Pure has one of his own. Dude, he is so farmed. Crit, this would be a great start. They're gonna be able to try and get the disruption save, but that is a lot of damage real fast. Pure quickly slicing down Crit as Quinn, at least invis for the moment, trying to hide right now as he makes his way across the river.
We see, the Phantom Assassin usually would die in those kind of situations, but she does have the Sange and Yasha, so it's reducing any of the stuns thanks to that status resistance. Gives her enough time to BKB and jump on out of there.
Oh, they might have found some more heroes. Miro, a nice find. They got to kill save first. There's the Dragon Tail. The Goo's going to be able to spread to the other side. Demonic Purge on the money. Can they stop the TP out? Yes. Disruption is there. Katomi coming in to try and help. Can Miro survive the Blade Mail? Buy him a lot of time here, but the Disseminate damage, it's overwhelming. And now the Tinker, he's helped a little bit too much, trying to make his way back into the base. Another Dragon Tail is out. Quinn comes in with the axes, chops them down. 3 dead as Falcons find another opening here in this game. I mean, luckily it's a lot closer than last game. We haven't really seen much out of the Huskar, but you can still see like BetBoom's strength complements it well. So they're going to be the ones trying to pressure the Roshan. Now the smoke does come in from Falcons right away. They've got to contest this. Now, can you find save at the beginning? That would be a great target. Miro getting it all scouted out here from the boar. Amar wants to run in, but this Roche, it's falling and fast. They got it into the hands of GPK. Skinner goes in, does find the Ringmaster, but the rest of BetBoom will force him away. Pulled back from the X. Quinn will pop the BKB, try to do what he can here onto the Phantom Assassin, but they just don't have the damage. Pure still surviving, perfect and healthy, and now on the backside of the fight, it's going to be GPK on the Huskar. He committed a little bit too far. Aegis is down, but BetBoom still looks like they want to fight. Great arrow, though, from Snake King. Might slow down this chase.
They have successfully taken some towers from earlier, so it is limiting Tinker's map a bit. The more towers you can keep up, the easier it is to play Tinker. He's down to his last 2.
All right, jumps are popped. They gotta find something. GPK would be an amazing target. There's the Dragon Tail, the roar to follow, the arrow on the mark, down to a sliver of HP. They finish the job. Now Miro on the run, tries to TP out. There's the banishment. Crits found him. 2 huge kills here for Falcons, as now with Miro's sideline, we'll see what they can do with this. 50 seconds, neither of these cores available.
Who even needs a shard at this point? Oh no, they're going through the other side.
I would like, okay, here we go. I was like, I would like one of these teams to start looking for a kill here. Break into the mid lane. Amar actually falling very low for now, but with the slows, OK still has that BKB at the ready. Will be forced to pop it. In comes Huskar as well. They're going to TP. They know they cannot afford to lose this. And here comes the Dragonite. Dragontail is out, but a lot of stage coming through. There's the break-in, though, from Crit. The boat doing a little bit of work, but who's going to be able to stand their ground? The longest getter on the run. GPK dives in very far. Another disruption to buy him some space, but Quinn, he's got to be careful. A big torrent catches, too.
This is right in front of the enemy base as well. They have a creep wave here. You can get a lot of tower damage in, and there's only one buyback, and it's on a Dragonite who's not even good without his ultimate. I think that's the gem recovered or stolen as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, this Shadow Demon has to TP first there because of the extended TP durations. If he goes in first and disrupts, I think it buys enough time for everyone to show up, and then you can take a more cohesive fight with all the teammates together. But that ended up being a bit of a one-on-one as Bristle dies.
This is a scenario where BetBoom are going to take the tower and go tier 4s, and that's exactly what they do. They're going to just try and force Falcon's hand, call the bluff. Do they have buybacks or not? There is a fortification available. But what
be close?
Yeah, I mean, what can you do as just the supports here? BetBoom want to close this game off of one fight. We waited so long, please.
I think you're going to have time for one more fight here.
Disruption to dog the edge. Nicely done, but Snake King still not super impactful at the moment. Walks in, tries to pull the attention, leaps away. They get on top of the Bristleback. They fear him away. The throne is dying. BetBoom just want to force this game and make it done, but there's going to be the break onto Pure. Tries to run away, but they just don't have the damage to follow this up. The rest of the heroes, in comes Quinn. He gets Sans. He gets pulled in as well. Nice disruption, though, from Crit to buy him a moment to get back into this fight. There's the roar. Can they bring down the Phantom Assassin? It's going to be close. Pure gets the Blink Strike out, and GPK will be the one to sacrifice himself to the Falcons. Miro trying to TP out. Do they have the well, I don't even know what cancel. Maybe cancel himself. They want to turn around here on BetBoom. Instead, they get on top of Crit and they get the kill. BetBoom want to end this game here and now.
They're still looking.
A 4v5.
I think you back out. This is so tense.
Dude, I think they're going to go for it. There's no roar. There's no BKBs. Phantom Assassin is absolutely the strongest hero here, and you have this Tinker who can keep resetting. They're just waiting for Kunkka to rejoin them in the mid lane. This would be an absolute insane call if they go for it, and they're going to trying to do what damage they can to chip down these heroes on Falcons, opening up this throne. There's still a fortification available now for Falcons, but do they have the damage? They're going to make an attempt here. There's going to be the buyback in from Crit. The roar actually finds GPK. They got the purge. He's dead. Die backing now on this hero, but can they end this? Miro trying to bring down the throne. Taunt here will catch Snake King. Pure into a really big torrent. The throne, it's low, but it's not dead quite yet. Can you knock Falcons out of this event? They're going to try, but Pure bumps the Snake King. It's doing so much work into the Abyssal. Down goes Quinn once again. There's the fortification. Miro, he's dead. It's a fight till the end, but who's going to come out ahead? Pure stands his ground. He ends it. Falcons are out 2-0. BetBoom do it.
Holy shit, I can't believe they bought a Deso to end that.
I don't even understand what we just witnessed. Falcons, a patient game, but BetBoom will not give it to them at all. They know how strong he was on this Phantom Assassin. They buy back on 2 heroes, and they walk away the victors. I cannot believe that just happened.
That is such a tough call to make. We actually see how close that was. They were moments away from holding that, and then suddenly you have wasted your buyback on several heroes, and Falcons would be able to take over the map, all the objectives that they want to catch back up. But BetBoom, they're right at the edge. They're like, I think we can do it, and they were right at the edge. I actually think it was even closer because if Huskar hadn't been healed up, I actually think they would have won on the first push. But he got healed up too much by the Tinker bots.
It's very possible.